Most people spend their lives chasing things that continue running away from them. They chase success, attention, love, money, validation, happiness, and peace as if fulfillment exists somewhere outside themselves. But the Stoics understood a truth that changes everything. The moment you stop desperately chasing life, life begins moving toward you. Energy changes when desperation disappears. Your mind becomes calmer, your actions become sharper, and your presence becomes more powerful. People are naturally drawn toward individuals who remain emotionally grounded and mentally disciplined. The modern world teaches constant pursuit, endless comparison, and emotional dependence. But Stoicism teaches detachment, patience, inner peace, and self-mastery. When your mind becomes stable, your entire reality starts shifting. Opportunities begin appearing. Confidence increases naturally. Your decisions improve. Your focus becomes stronger. The things you once begged for slowly begin finding their way to you because your energy is no longer chaotic. Today, you are going to learn powerful Stoic rules that can transform your mindset and help you attract the life you truly want. Before we begin, subscribe to Stoic Mind for more powerful Stoic wisdom designed to strengthen your mind, rebuild your discipline, and help you become mentally unstoppable. 1. Stop chasing validation. One of the biggest reasons people feel empty is because they constantly seek approval from others. They want everyone to like them, praise them, notice them, and accept them. But the Stoics believed that depending on external validation is a dangerous form of slavery. The moment your happiness depends on other people's opinions, your peace disappears. Many people lose themselves trying to impress others who are not even fulfilled themselves. They change their personality, hide their true thoughts, and betray their values just to feel accepted. But true power begins when you stop needing permission to be yourself. Confident people attract attention naturally because they are not begging for it. The more desperate you appear, the more people pull away. But the calmer and more self-assured you become, the more magnetic your presence becomes. Stoicism teaches that your value does not increase because someone praises you, and it does not decrease because someone rejects you. Once you understand this deeply, your energy changes completely. You stop forcing connections. You stop seeking constant reassurance. You stop exhausting yourself trying to prove your worth. That inner stability becomes attractive because most people in the world are emotionally dependent. When you become emotionally independent, you immediately stand out. 2. Master emotional control. The Stoics understood that emotions become destructive when they are left uncontrolled. Most people allow anger, fear, anxiety, jealousy, and sadness to dominate their decisions. As a result, they create chaos in their own lives. A calm mind attracts better outcomes because calm people think clearly. They make wiser decisions. They respond instead of reacting. Emotional discipline is one of the most powerful forms of manifestation because your inner world shapes your outer world. If your mind is constantly filled with panic, negativity, desperation, and fear, your actions become weak and inconsistent. But when you develop inner peace, your life begins aligning differently. Opportunities become easier to recognize. Relationships improve. Focus sharpens. Confidence grows naturally. Stoicism teaches that external events are not the problem. The problem is often your interpretation of those events. Two people can experience the same hardship while responding completely differently. One becomes bitter and hopeless. The other becomes stronger and wiser. Your emotional response determines your direction in life. Learn to pause before reacting emotionally. Learn to stay composed during stress. Learn to control your mind when chaos appears. A disciplined mind creates disciplined results. 3. Detach from outcomes. One of the most powerful Stoic principles is learning to focus on effort instead of obsessing over outcomes. Most people suffer because they become attached to specific results. They believe happiness can only exist if life unfolds exactly the way they want. But life does not always obey human expectations. Stoicism teaches that peace comes from controlling your actions while releasing attachment to outcomes you cannot fully control. Ironically, this detachment often improves results. Why? Because desperation creates anxiety, fear, and overthinking. Calm detachment creates clarity and confidence. When you stop forcing life, you begin flowing with it. You work hard, remain disciplined, and stay committed without emotionally collapsing every time something does not happen immediately. This mindset changes everything. You stop appearing needy in relationships. You stop making emotional decisions in business. You stop losing yourself over temporary setbacks. The calmer you become, the more powerful your presence becomes. People are naturally drawn toward those who are emotionally centered. Success often arrives faster when desperation disappears. 4. Build discipline daily. Nothing meaningful enters your life without discipline. The Stoics valued discipline because they understood that freedom comes from self-control. Most people are controlled by impulses, distractions, laziness, and temporary emotions. They say they want success, but their habits constantly destroy their goals. Discipline is what separates dreamers from builders. Every time you keep promises to yourself, your confidence grows stronger. Every time you resist distraction, your mind becomes sharper. Every time you choose growth over comfort, your future improves. Manifestation without discipline becomes fantasy. You cannot attract greatness while living carelessly every day. The Stoics trained themselves to embrace discomfort because they knew comfort weakens the mind. Discipline strengthens your identity. It teaches your mind that you are capable of consistency even when motivation disappears. Most people only act when they feel inspired. Stoic individuals act because they understand responsibility. Your habits shape your destiny. If you want a different future, your daily actions must change first. 5. Protect your inner peace. The modern world constantly attacks mental peace. Endless noise, negativity, arguments, distractions, and comparison poison the mind daily. Stoicism teaches that inner peace is one of the greatest forms of wealth. A peaceful mind sees clearly. A chaotic mind destroys itself. Many people lose their energy by constantly involving themselves in unnecessary drama. They react to every insult, every opinion, every conflict, and every distraction. But the Stoics believe that not everything deserves your attention. Your focus is valuable. Your energy is valuable. Protecting your peace allows you to think better, work better, and live better. Peaceful people naturally attract healthier relationships and opportunities because they are no longer operating from emotional chaos. Learn to walk away from unnecessary conflict. Learn to remain silent when silence is wiser than argument. Learn to guard your mind carefully because your environment influences your thoughts more than you realize. The calmer your inner world becomes, the stronger your external life becomes. 6. Become comfortable being alone. Many people fear solitude because they depend on constant distraction to avoid themselves. But Stoicism teaches that solitude is necessary for self-mastery. Some of the greatest mental breakthroughs happen in silence. When you spend time alone, you begin understanding your thoughts, fears, habits, and desires more clearly. You stop depending on external noise for happiness. Solitude strengthens emotional independence. It teaches you how to enjoy your own company without constantly needing validation or entertainment. Most people chase relationships because they are afraid of emptiness. But when you become emotionally complete within yourself, your relationships become healthier because they are no longer built on desperation. The Stoics often spent time reflecting deeply because reflection sharpens wisdom. Solitude allows your mind to reset. It helps you reconnect with purpose. It strengthens discipline because you become less influenced by the chaos around you. A person who can remain calm and focused alone becomes mentally powerful in every environment. 7. Focus on what you can control. One of the core foundations of Stoicism is understanding the difference between what you can control and what you cannot. Most suffering comes from trying to control things outside your power. You cannot fully control people, opinions, timing, outcomes, or external events. But you can control your mindset, effort, actions, discipline, and responses. The moment you focus your energy only on what you can influence, your anxiety begins decreasing. You stop exhausting yourself over situations beyond your reach. This creates mental clarity and emotional freedom. People who constantly stress over uncontrollable things waste enormous amounts of energy. Stoicism teaches that peace comes from accepting reality instead of fighting it emotionally. Acceptance does not mean weakness. It means wisdom. Focus on becoming stronger instead of trying to control every outcome. Focus on your character instead of public approval. Focus on discipline instead of temporary emotions. This mindset creates stability, and stability creates power. 8. Practice gratitude constantly. The Stoics understood that gratitude transforms perspective. Most people spend their lives focusing on what they lack instead of appreciating what they already possess. As a result, they remain trapped in endless dissatisfaction. Gratitude shifts your mental energy from scarcity to abundance. When you appreciate your current life, your mind becomes calmer and more positive naturally. This does not mean you stop pursuing growth. It means you stop living in constant emotional poverty. A grateful person experiences more peace because they stop comparing themselves endlessly to others. Gratitude also improves focus because your attention stops obsessing over negativity. The Stoics often reflected on the temporary nature of life itself. They understood that everything can disappear unexpectedly. This awareness created appreciation for ordinary moments. Gratitude strengthens emotional resilience because it reminds you that even during hardship, there is still something valuable worth appreciating. 9. Let go of desperation. Desperation pushes things away. Whether it is relationships, success, opportunities, or happiness, desperation creates emotional pressure that people can feel immediately. Stoicism teaches emotional balance because balanced people remain attractive and powerful under pressure. The more desperate someone becomes, the weaker their decisions become. They tolerate disrespect. They panic easily. They overthink constantly. They lose their sense of identity trying to hold on to things. But the Stoics believe that true strength comes from understanding that peace must exist within you first. When you stop clinging emotionally to outcomes, people, and expectations, your confidence changes naturally. You become calmer because your identity is no longer dependent on external conditions. Ironically, this emotional detachment often attracts better experiences because your energy becomes stable instead of chaotic. Calm confidence is magnetic. Desperation is exhausting. Learn the difference. 10. Become the person you seek. Many people spend years chasing success, love, peace, and respect without realizing they must first become aligned with those things internally. Stoicism teaches self-transformation before external transformation. If you want discipline, become disciplined. If you want peace, become peaceful. If you want respect, become respectable. The world often reflects who you are internally. Your habits, mindset, emotional control, and character shape your reality over time. Stop waiting for life to change before changing yourself. Become stronger first. Become wiser first. Become calmer first. The more you improve internally, the more your external world begins changing naturally. This is why self-mastery is one of the greatest forms of power. Most people chase results while ignoring character. But character creates results. Stoicism teaches that true success begins within. The moment you stop forcing life and start mastering yourself, everything changes. Your energy becomes calmer. Your mind becomes clearer. Your discipline becomes stronger. You stop living in emotional chaos and begin operating with intention. The Stoics understood that fulfillment does not come from controlling the world. It comes from controlling yourself. The more peaceful, disciplined, and emotionally grounded you become, the more life begins aligning differently around you. People respect calm strength. Opportunities follow focused individuals. Peace follows self-control. If this video helped you, subscribe to Stoic Mind for more powerful Stoic wisdom, self-discipline lessons, and mindset transformation videos designed to help you become mentally stronger, emotionally calmer, and truly unstoppable. Your journey towards self-mastery begins today.